welcome back to a brand new episode of the Charlton Career Mode. Last time, it's fair to say, things didn't go our way. We finished 7th, just missing out on the playoffs in our first season back in the Championship after getting promoted from League One the previous season. So I'm starting today by showing you what happened in the Premier League, just in case some of you guys were interested. I know it's quite interesting sometimes for people to look at what happened in the season. So Manchester City ended up winning the league. Liverpool came second. Wolves, by the way, if we ever get up to the Championship, if we ever get up to the Premier League, which we hopefully will this season, they finished third, above the likes of Chelsea, Man U, Spurs. They are a force to be reckoned with. I imagine they've made some really good signings. Leicester also in that top 4 there. So that's a really interesting Premier League season. Look at Arsenal down in 10th, Chelsea down in 8th there. Really interesting. Norwich survived as well, which is cool. Swansea, Sheffield United and Brighton finished in the bottom 3. So of the promoted sides, it looks like only Fulham managed to survive after that initial season, after they got promoted. Anyway, guys, we're going to actually move on now. We've got a 60 manager rating, so I'm hoping we don't get sacked. We're going to move on to basically ending this month of June, where obviously just flips over to a new season. And yeah, hopefully we don't get sacked. So watch this space, guys. Otherwise, we're going to end the season on a bit of a low. But there you go. We finished 7th, guys. And yeah, 83 points. 3 points short of what we needed. And West Brom managed to beat us to the post, to be honest with you. So we would like you to remain in the post for next season. Okay, so I'm not getting sacked by the board, which is great. 60, apparently just about a good enough rating to keep your job. Look, it's a new season now. We are starting off with a really high-level Championship squad. We've got money now, hopefully. We can get some more money from the pre-season tournament as well. So hopefully we can now build like a Premier League ready squad. And do you know what? It might be a blessing in disguise, so that when we actually do get up to the Premier League, hopefully, we will be able to immediately be competitive in that league. So I'm not taking it too hard. It was sad. I'm still hurting a little bit, but you know, we've got another opportunity now to have a good season, maybe even get promoted automatically. Anyway, we're going to get into the pre-season tournament invites. Some good teams here: Bordeaux, Werder Bremen, Rangers. Some good Spanish sides, and we're going to go for this one because it has a £4 million overall pool. Now, give me a prediction here, everybody, right? What do you think we've got for our transfer budget? I'm thinking something like 8 million. Let's have a look right now. 7 mil. Okay, it's not bad. We can kind of move out towards 8. We might sell some more players as well to raise some funds for a couple of signings. But do you know what? Again, we have to have a look at our team now. How do we move forward this season? Now, the first thing that's jumping out at me is that Kolosic's gone up, so let's put him in there ahead of Fanwo. Pepe Lu now, as much as he can't really head a football, he is now 4 ratings clear of George Dobson, who's kind of stagnating down at a 74 rated. That's annoying. We are going to actually put Pepe Lu in because I guess what he brings us, other than his aerial presence, is kind of outweighing Georgie Dobson at the moment with a +4 rating on his overall. So we're going to go like that. We're going to make those 2 changes. Fanwo, I still feel like I'll rotate with Kolosic's a little bit because, yeah, he's got a little bit of a... Actually, do you know what? Kolosic's weak foot... Oh, no, I was looking at 2 Fanwos there. Yeah, Kolosic's weak foot is a 2-star. That's annoying. So maybe I do put Fanwo in there. Do you know what? I'm going to leave Fanwo in there for that centre-back position with Bella Kotchap. I know we've had some really bad days at the office with this back 3, Bella Kotchap, Fanwo and Kelleher, but I feel like it's the best we've got. I mean, Kolosic's a good backup, but honestly, with the 5-star weak foot, I think Fanwo's just got the edge on him. So anyway, we're going to go like that, guys, and that is the rest of our squad. Koning's come back from his loan, and I think we're going to have some more players that are going to arrive on pre-contract agreements in a second as well. So, do we want to edit the club? I don't think so. I think we'll skip that, and we will advance. And let's have a look at who's going to arrive at the Valley for us. So, Zaidou Yusuf, the centre midfielder, has arrived alongside Sayed Kolasinac. So, 2 players that are really going to improve us and add to the quality we already have at the club. Kirk, by the way, just seen in the bottom right there, has gone up to a 76 rated. That is a very good Championship rating. I'm feeling good already about this season. And of course, Sayed Kolasinac and Yusuf are both now in the squad, sorry. So let's get them involved. I think Albie Morgan, he kind of dwindled towards the very end of last season. And he didn't have the same impact he did when we initially brought him in. So we're going to put Yusuf in there. And we're going to have Albie Morgan potentially now on the bench ahead of Teixeira. I'm going to actually look to sell Teixeira because he's kind of, yeah, he's just hit 30. And we can get a little bit of money for him to put towards someone else first and foremost, someone a bit younger. And also this guy Fontana, I didn't really get a look in last season, and he's now 23, probably going to be 24 soon. So I think it's time to start using him as our sort of backup CAM. We've got some youngsters like Gwilt and Keating as well. Thinking of Ronan. Oh no, it is Ronan Keating, isn't it? Never mind. Anyway, these two guys are going to be like young proteges in that CAM position for us. Kolasinac, I feel like... Is he going to beat Cresswell to the post at left back? I'm not 100% sure yet. He definitely gets on the bench ahead of Hendricks for the moment, our young fullback who's only 16 still and can play left back and right back. So yeah, Kolasinac and Cresswell are going to be battling it out for that left back position. Kolasinac is a bit more physical and has a little bit more pace about him as well. 30 years old, so younger, so he won't be deteriorating throughout the season. Maybe we even sell Cresswell now. Just try and cash in for him, to be honest. I'm not sure yet. But I mean, for a championship side, guys, that is very strong, isn't it? With the exception of the goalkeeper, that is very, very strong. Kelleher needs to step up. We're going to give him like the first 5 games of the season and the pre-season tournament as well to see what he can do. But Kelleher was poor for most of the times we used him last season, so that needs to change. So let's have a closer look at Yusuf then, our new signing, because I didn't have too much like prior knowledge to him in terms of like his stat pool and stuff. So it looks like he's more of a defensive kind of guy. He's got really good dribbling stats, but then if you look at his sort of like penalties, long shots, volleys, they're not very good. His finishing's actually all right, 66. His pace is okay as well. Yeah, his dribbling, he's like a technical player, it seems like. He's more of a... And he's strong as well, like a strong technical player. He reminds me of like an Ndombele type. He's kind of got a bit of everything, really good close control and dribbling, but also is a bit of a powerhouse as well. So he's actually a brilliant CM prospect for us. Let's put him on a... let's go for a playmaker for him to raise his weak foot as well. And I think that's going to be a good, really good player for us this season, Yusuf. So we've had a transfer offer here for Vecino. Now, Athletic Club want to give us Villa Libre, who's 25 and 77 rated, plus 70k. Now, I'm not too interested in the money, but that player looks good. Vecino is now 31, but he is pretty much our best player. Let's have a look at what other players that Athletic Club might be able to offer us here. I wonder if they'd go for this. So we've got one guy who looks good here by the name of Oya Zaraga, who's 1 rating lower, but is 24. I don't know his stats and stuff, and I do like Vecino, but I'm going to see if they'll go for that, I guess. No, they want to give us a right back. Do you know what? No, we're just going to keep Vecino for the time being. If we need to sell him, we can. I just don't really want to. So just for my mojo, I'm going to play this first game of the season here, or the first game of the pre-season tournament, rather, against Cadiz. So we are going to go into it. We're going to muck around with the lineup a little bit, play some players that don't often get a game for us, but overall keep it strong, because that last game from last episode, the 7-2 loss against Brentford, has really affected me. So I just need to make sure that I can go and beat a team on this game. Oh, it's nice to see a new stadium, like a foreign stadium. It's not just like an English-looking stadium, I suppose. But yeah, we are going to start the young lad. Oh, it didn't even do the team lineups for us. I didn't even press skip there. I guess you're just going to have to find out the team lineup as I play the game, guys. But we've gone with Pepe Lu, we've gone with Okazaki at the back, we've gone with Cronin up front, Jaisimi's playing. We've got some different players playing, guys. Kolasinac makes his debut. Burns on the right wing, one of the youngsters, makes his debut starting for us. And here he is, Burns. Why is he called Zaidu? I guess we'll call him Zaidu rather than Yusuf then, because it comes up with Zaidu above his shirt. Look at that, though. Come on, bit of defending here from Okazaki, please. Takes him out to the wing, and Bajic also in goal for us, guys. The young French keeper we signed and hasn't really played too much for us. He's in goal today. Shane Burns coming forward. His problem, Burns, was always pace, but he's actually got himself up to like 75 pace now, which is acceptable, especially for the championship. On the wing, he can cross as well. There is a cross, and we don't manage to get the connection. Martin. Is that Sanchez? Ball comes in. Bajic comes and claims it. Do you know what? Bajic has actually been fairly impressive so far. Here's Vecino. Good touch. Out to Zaidu. We'll just call him Zaidu, like I said. Here's Britton. Into Cronin. Cronin stepping through. Cronin, is he going to get the shot off? He is. And it goes in. That is appalling goalkeeping from Ledesma. But Adam Cronin gets his first goal in a Charlton shirt. Come on, Cronin. That is the young... Oh, where's he from now? I think he might be Irish. Or Russian? I can't remember. I'll check in a second, guys. But gets the shot off. Manages to outmuscle the defender. Kind of like flicks a shot at goal like that. Look, like kind of scoops it with his inside of his foot. And the keeper does get a touch, I think. And it wasn't a strong enough touch. And it goes into the back of the net. We'll take it 1-0 to Charlton. Here come Cadiz on their first significant attack. It's a good tackle from Okazaki. And Iza. Martin. It's good from Cadiz, just putting the pressure on Okazaki with a great interception. He's actually done pretty well today. Maybe we need to play him a little bit more than we have been, although we've lost the ball here. Osmajic over to Sanchez. The way they're keeping the ball in the final third is pretty impressive. And that was poor from our number 18, whoever that is, to just... Oh, that's a great bit of skill in the box. And an even better stop from our French keeper, Bajic. And at this rate, Bajic is going to start the season for us because that was spectacular. That was such a good save there at his near post, Bajic. Love that. Cronin with the throw. Giacimi, good touch and turn. Ah, it's a really bad switch. I pressed triangle, so it's kind of my fault. But still, it should have been better. We're going to deal with this. Bella Kotchap doing very well. Britain through the middle to Pepe Lu, who, that's a terrible pass. Get me Georgie Dobson back, guys. Come on. Right, Britain. Pass to Pepe Lu. Can he do better with this pass? Not really, but luckily it does fall to our left winger. Still got it. This is a scrappy little bit of play here. All of a sudden, though, Osmajic is kind of one-on-one. He takes it out wide, though. That's a good run from Sanchez. And a volley straight into Bajic's arms. Another solid save from the keeper. It was straight at him, but still, you've got to give him credit for making it look nice and simple. Zaidu loses the ball. Another attack here, potentially for Cadiz. Uh-oh. All right. They're playing really well now, Cadiz. Really, really well without much end product. Is Iza on the wing. And Okazaki, there once, couldn't get there the second time, and it's an equaliser. And it's Mayoral who gets it for Cadiz. And it was coming. They had a really good spell in the last 15-20 minutes, to be honest, and they were all over me. And at least this feels like a more even game. Like, I don't feel like I'm going to get obliterated because of the game mechanics. But this was really good play between the forwards and the midfield of... Oh, Okazaki was so unlucky. So unlucky. Got the block in and then it just fell straight back to him. Took a good touch, left foot, bang. And it's 1-1. And Bajic made a good attempt to get there but couldn't save it. Pepe Lu's passing has been all over the place. Did you guys see that? Awful. Pepe Lu keeps losing the ball for us. I'm not impressed so far. Okay, potentially the chance for one more attack for Charlton here. Vecino into Pepe Lu. Spread it out to the right-hand side. Are we keeping this in? We are. Britain. Into Zaidu. And Cronin didn't quite time his run right. Nor was the pass quite correct either. And now another counter-attack for Cadiz before the half is done. Pereira. Bella Kotchap coming out to block him off. He's been done, and Britain is there to sweep it up, and that is going to be half-time. Shane Burns tried to take an attack forward, but unfortunately, yeah, it was no time to get one done. So yeah, 1-1. No real complaints from me at the gameplay for today's game, at least so far. Okazaki's impressed me. Pepe Lu really hasn't, and neither has Yusuf in the middle, or Zaidu, whatever we're going to call him. Cronin did really well to get the goal, and the defence has been okay. The keeper's probably impressed me most. Bajic, but there, by the way, guys, you can see the starting 11 we've gone with there because we didn't see it earlier. And yeah, Bajic has probably been the most impressive player so far. Britain's had a solid game as well. So let's keep going and see if we can nick one goal to win this game and set ourselves in good stead to go and win the tournament and get that big cash prize. Here's Pereira. Coming into the box. Bella Kotchap with a perfectly timed tackle. Releases Burns. Into Zaidu. Here's Pepe Lu. Onto Vecino. This is a good attack. Let's chip it over. Cronin does really well. Great strike. And Ledesma makes a decent save. Really weird touch there from Iza. And we do actually get a corner as a result of that. Yusuf is apparently over it. I'm going to have to check on whether he's actually the best player to take our corners in a second. Cronin, Pepe Lu shoots. Oh, it's a good shot, and Ledesma makes a good save. Another corner here. Pressure now for Charlton. Onto the edge of the box. Okazaki gets contact with it, and it wasn't very good. Into the keeper's hands. All right, Kolasinac trying to deal with things down the left. Does really well there. Times his block superbly. Cronin releases the pass at a brilliant time for Giacchini, who's going to try and go solo here. Giacchini shoots, blocked. Cronin keeping it alive. Back to Pepe Lu. And what are we going to do? We're going to work it through to Yusuf on the edge of the box. A good save from Ledesma again. Cronin to Vecino. We're actually not going to go wide. We're going to go into Cronin again. Gets tackled. Pepe Lu spreads it out to Burns. It's a little bit too much. A little bit too much on it. Although Burns finds Britton. Britton into Zaidu. Turns. Zaidu, that's a really good goal, you know. The little fake shot. And really nice and close control. Like, that's what is good about this guy. His dribbling stats. His ball control stats. Look at this. Takes it. It's under control the whole time. Even though it was kind of fizzed into him. Little dummy. Left foot finish. And if that's what he can do, I'm actually looking forward to using this guy. And that is a debut goal for Zaidu. Love it. And we are going to make a triple substitution as well. So Charlie Barker comes onto the field, as does our winger, Elanga. And we've also brought on Fontana in the midfield. So let's see if they can impact the game at all. Cross comes in. Charlie Barker getting there straight away with a good defensive header. But Cadiz still coming forward. And Okazaki with another important block. And Bajic with an important save after the loose ball fell to a yellow shirt. Corner ball to Cadiz now. 12 minutes left to play. And they are making substitutions as well. They bring on Sabrino for Osmajic. And can we get control of the ball? That is what I would really love. Okazaki! Tried the block. Didn't manage to get it. And it's another great save from the keeper. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Okazaki threw his legs and Bajic was there. I need to play this guy a bit more, see what he's all about. Because he's playing superbly at the moment. And Charlie Barker again. Oh, it's Cronin! And Burns! Off the line! That is our right winger saving our bacon by being in the right place at the right time on the line and making that clearance. And by the way, Okazaki, if he can get the good first time pass here, it's not bad. Not quite what we wanted though. Elanga. This is good. Britton now on the left hand side after Charlie Barker's come on at right back. Okay, they've given the ball away. It's Pepe Lu. And Cronin. Cronin, he's offside here. It's going to be a goal. He didn't even get the chance to shoot. And Burns almost with a good chance, but offside in the end. Let's get this away. Charlie Barker's Cronin actually again at that near post. And that is going to be out for a goal kick. Okay, that should be it then, guys, as we whack this upfield with Bajic. That should be full time now. Elanga, are you going to win the header? He does, and that is full time. We get the win, so we bounce back from our terrible loss against Brentford with a 2-1 win here in the pre-season tournament against Spanish opponents. I think Spanish opponents, Cadiz. So it's a good result there. A great game for some of our youngsters like Cronin. Barker came on, did really well. Cronin obviously got his goal. And a good debut as well from the midfielder, Zaidu. He looks good. How did the whole team perform then? We have a man of the match performance from Bajic. Not surprised at that at all. Fontana came on, was really missing from the entire game. But yeah, good performances from Britton. As I said, Cronin up front with the goal. And Yusuf with his goal as well. Pepe Lu, it says, had a good game, but I wasn't that impressed with him overall. But anyway, a good win, and that sets us in good stead for the rest of the tournament. Oh my God. Guys, I'm looking on the free agents market, and I've just seen Karim Benzema and Sergio Aguero pop up. Now, whilst that might have an impact on the growth of Jeffcott, who's, by the way, we're getting like £20 million bids in for him. Do you know what? Maybe we could just get Benzema in and sell Jeffcott and then buy some like mad other player. I don't know. Like Benzema for a season in the Championship, even at 35, that's going to be great. I don't know how much he's going to... should we just see? Apparently 25 grand is what he wants. But I think that might even be a bit high. Should we just go and see what Benzema wants? Like, if we get Benzema to the club, like, come on. Come on, man. All right, let's go for Crucial. That's fine. Let's go for a 2-year deal. See if he accepts that. He's happy with a 2-year deal. Okay, we'll accept that. 16k. Let's remove the bonus. That's actually not bad, 16k. 18k. Bro, I will take that. Oh my God, we've just signed Karim Benzema. What on earth is going on? Okay, that changes everything, doesn't it? To be quite frank with you. So guys, we've got Bordeaux now, and I've obviously got the 4 team sheets here of the different formations. Now I'm thinking to just see what happens if we go for a 4-2-4 and just try and like blitz the league like this with Benzema and Jeffcott up front, Elanga and Kirk on the wings. That's not bad. And then Vecino and Yusuf in midfield. Again, quite unbelievable. Then we're pretty much like a young left back and a centre back away from being one of the most promising upcoming teams in the country, to be honest with you. I mean, Benzema will eventually retire, but hopefully by that time we're already established in the Prem. He's on a 2-year contract, so you never know. Anyway, right, okay, Bordeaux. Let's see if we just quick sim it, what happens with this 4-2-4 formation. Is Benzema gonna... Okay, 1-1 and 1 goal for us only. Benzema missed a penalty, I think, and Jeffcott ended up scoring. Interesting. He got a 7.1 though, Benzema overall with his rating, and I think that probably just about qualifies us. Actually, no, we can't say that. We need to get at least a draw from this next game, and we should then qualify for the knockouts. We are top of the group, so that's good. Okay, so this is how we're going to line up for this final game against Eibar then. And again, we've got a few changes in there. Cresswell comes in, Barker, Kolozishak, Pepe Lu comes in. Let's quick sim it. Do we get a good result here? We get a 2-0 win. Kirk with 1 goal in the 85th minute and Elanga with the other in the 21st. How did Benzema do? I'm just interested to see how Benzema did. He came off and he got a 6.8. Elanga with an 8.6. Bella Kotchap 7.5. Yeah, that's a really good game, really good result for us. Benzema, though, hasn't scored for us yet, interestingly. First exit of the transfer window then this summer, guys. And João Teixeira, who was a really good bit part rotation player last year, actually, for us. He goes for 2.55 mil to KAA Ghent, which I believe is a Belgian team. 1.8 added to our transfer budget. And I think there's going to be a few more exits, and we're going to have to do a bit of a rebuild here. Not a major rebuild, I don't want to panic anyone, but we might sell like 2, 3, 4 players and get some young talent in. So I'm actually going to sim through the tournament, guys. Are we going to get the win? We do on penalties against whoever that team was. And we got Bordeaux now in the final, who I believe we drew to before. So Bordeaux in the final here, guys. We're going to quick sim it with that team you see right there. Are we going to get the win against Bordeaux? We do get a 3-0 win, and Benzema finally scores. Elanga and Jeffcott join him on the score sheet, and we win the tournament. So that is going to be more money added to the transfer budget. Love to see that, and we move on. We won it quite convincingly, actually, against a good French side in the end. So yeah, very pleased. And here is the big one. It's Matthias Vecino, who's gone to Hellas Verona for 21.3 million, 17 mil then added to our transfer budget. So we have all sorts of things that we could do with that, guys. We've got transfer offers flying in for some of our other players left, right and centre. But yeah, we now have to be creative, and we need to get a midfielder in now to replace pretty much our best player on the whole team. So that should be an interesting task. And that is actually where we're going to leave it for today's episode, guys. It's been quite an eventful few episodes, hasn't it, to be honest with you? I mean, we had the big loss to Brentford, which I've mentioned about 7 million times because it's just affected my soul so much. And now we're in the process of a rebuild, trying to make our squad a bit younger and, yeah, just, I guess, the potential of the squad a bit higher so that we can make sure we finish in that top 6 this season and, yeah, rattle through the games nice and quickly. I literally want to get through this season in like 3-4 episodes maybe even less, who knows. But yeah, that is the plan, and then I want to get us in the Premier League as quickly as humanly possible. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying the Charlton career mode. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to all the 4 channels of Red Vibe, Galarian Gold, Footy Pronounce, Red Vibe and Red Vibe 2. They will appear at the end of the video, and there is content, 4 to 5 videos every single week across all of the 4 channels, guys. So stay safe, take care, I love you, and I'll see you later. Love you, gang.